And how do you organize your team to handle the changes that are happening? Because I'm sure companies keep upgrading, keep buying new equipment, keep buying different equipment, keep doing different installs to support like hybrid work models, different IoT. You mentioned, you name it, someone's putting new stuff in, which means potentially you're getting new signals or different signals or things that you just haven't seen before. How do you view and what's your philosophy on building teams to keep up with this?
There's a couple angles to that. I mean, first, just from a company structure perspective, we're constantly monitoring the market and watching what's coming off of warranty and know what's entering the market. So we have a product management group that is tracking the market, understanding what's coming, helping feed the other groups to deal with it. The field engineers have to know how to repair that piece of equipment. Our software engineers need to know how to log on to that equipment and take a look through the parameters around it. We have to write an agent for it. There's a whole infrastructure that we have in place that drives that product management cycle. The second angle to our support is that it's not just the product management group that's driving proactive management. We have to constantly watch the gear that we're monitoring and learn from it. So we have a lot of troubleshooting that's going on to recognize, hey, there's something about this piece of equipment that we didn't recognize before that we need to adjust the rules base for. So there's this constant reading through the monitoring, extracting the value we can out of all these logs that we're gathering, and translating that into rules that we need to apply to the system.
You have this really unique seat, meaning you have a lot of visibility into what is being adopted, what is being implemented, what's being deprecated. Where do you see companies, where are they making new investments? Where have you seen a shift? Because we've kind of heard about this major shift over the last 2 or 3 years to support hybrid or remote working. Has that actually translated to like equipment shifts that you're currently supporting?
We have seen shifts. Certainly cloud has played a big part in it. You can't migrate to the cloud in one day. So you're going to keep that legacy equipment, move to the cloud in some way, right? You're going to look to cut costs someplace else so you can move costs towards implementing the cloud. We can help with that in terms of maintenance and helping optimize the workforce that the company has in place. I'd say that's probably one of the biggest trends. Now, if you look at industry shipments, they're pretty flat. It's not like they're declining, but they're not increasing either. So people are still implementing this gear. People need to keep it longer. Certainly, sustainability initiatives are helping people decide, hey, I don't really need to throw away that equipment. I should put some maintenance on it from a different provider so that I can maintain it longer than the OEM would like us to maintain it. We don't see a big decline in our current market, but we certainly help and can maintain, and all the monitoring that I described can be done in the cloud too for cloud assets.
How about the actual repair of things? I worked at a networking company and, our networking team could solve some networking and switch problems remotely. They could solve it via software. Can the modern problems be solved via software? I know there's certain things that you have to physically serve it on a physical basis because you need a part or component. What percentage of the problems are now software-based versus a physical hardware-based?
Yeah, I would say for us, it's still a lot of physical hardware. A failure in the equipment is what we're really looking for. Maybe an entire replacement of a piece of gear or a part of a gear. Software support still typically tends to fall to the OEM. If you have a problem with a Windows machine and something has gone wrong inside Windows, and not something we would deal with. There are some software-based systems that we do interact with and can provide guidance to our customers on.
Outside of building, using some of the modern automation, software automation techniques, is probably building your internal monitoring systems. Are you seeing things also that help you better serve in the field? Or are you seeing like different innovations, technological innovations, software-based innovations that are helping your field agents get better, faster, more accurate service?
I would say we haven't implemented it yet, but we're certainly looking at things like augmented reality. Not everybody knows every piece of gear across the face of the earth. What we've been trying to figure out is how do we get somebody there who can tie back to whoever's got the most expertise and kind of walk them through it. Hey, don't touch that wire. Don't touch the red wire, touch the blue wire, And
hopefully it never gets that intense.
Yeah, and we believe that augmented reality will help with that. So there's certainly a whole set of things like that, dispatch technologies, routing technologies. We have all those in place to make sure the right person's dispatched on the best route, all those sorts of things. I think that's pretty typical today, but definitely some things coming down the pipe that we think will have an impact on our field service.
IT Visionaries is powered by Salesforce Platform and Dreamforce. Did you know all the very best Dreamforce sessions are available for free on salesforce.com/plus? We recommend watching Platform and MuleSoft Keynote to get the down low on doing more with less and increasing efficiencies with automation.